Hello everyone, this is April, the artist behind InvokeArtSense. Welcome to another video. This is my second piece I'm doing for my art meeting series with using surrealistic elements. I'm using this mixed media pad I got from Michaels, and I was going to use a watercolor paper that's 11 by 14, but I wanted to use a 16 by 20 because I wanted it a little bit bigger, so I had more of a picture plane to work with, which ended up being actually good. It just was a good happy accident, just like Bob Ross used to say. It's not a mistake, it's happy trees, happy birds. And excuse my hand here, I ran out of monomer, and I didn't feel like taking off that middle fingernail because it was so pretty. So I need to get some monomer, but I've been so busy with this series, no one really, well, you guys are seeing it, but anyways, I've just been doing art at home, so no worries there. It doesn't stop me from doing art. And so I'm using this light pad here, and normally I just redraw it, and because it's not really that too much of a time consumer for me. But work harder, no, not work harder, work smarter, not harder. So I use my light pad for the transferring, and it ended up being a good idea. I don't have a projector. That's on my wish list, just to make life a little easier, and also to make things bigger, because I spend a lot of time on the sketches, right? So I want to be able to save time, especially if I transfer it to a canvas, even if it's the same size. Anyways, here are the pictures that I did after my line art was done and transferred. I raised up the contrast so you can see it some better. And then, so as far as like the original like sketch, there's like bubbles that in between her hands, and the light and hearts and seashells, like she's, and then she's also got the unicorn horn, like there's power. So those are my elements in this piece. And I'm really happy with it. And then because I had a bigger picture plane, I was able to add the crystals at the bottom. I even added a little crystal, little pin on her, like on her hair. And so, and then now I'm going to be trying to do watercolor. It did not work at all. It didn't take me long to like just give that up. But I ended up I'm going to use this as a template, because I don't have a projector, so, and I'm working with the same size. I'm not working with a much larger canvas. It will be a 12 by 16, just like my first painting that I did is 12 by 16. I'm not done with it. It's just drying, and I'm giving it I'm giving my eyes a break so I can go back to it later and have fresh eyes. And I wanted to start up this piece here and then just get things going while that was drying. So anyways, it's the same size. So I'm going to use this as a template, and it's going to make things so much faster when I do transfer this to a new canvas for the second piece for this series. So good mistake. Well, good happy accident, not mistake. And anyways, so now I'm cutting it, and I used to do line art, and I don't do that very often nowadays, just because it makes my hands hurt more with the steady work of it. But it's nice, and I'm really happy with the final look of it. And I will use my NICETY. It's called Nice and then T. Paintbrush markers, my alcohol markers on it. And then maybe color pencils on it, just to get a color composition going for my actual finished oil painting that I will be doing. The oil painting will be the same size, so this template works perfectly for it. I do want to get a projector, and that's on my wish list. I think about $100 will be what I would need to get on Amazon, and to make things, easier, especially if you're going larger. I spent a lot of time on the sketch, and yes, I can redraw it. It just takes more time, and I think that doing this will save a lot of any kind of like extra work I had to do on the canvas. A lot. I can just take out that step completely and not have to do a lot of extra changing up while I'm working on the painting. Not that that won't happen. It will happen while you're starting the sketch, while you're drawing the sketch. A lot of the different phases, you will see that, okay, this element isn't working. You're going to take it out. You will add elements. That's normal. But anyways, I'm using a marker that I had a long time ago. And then it ended up being just a really nice little sketch. I did make a few mistakes, of course. I mean, hey, it's marker, but it ended up being very happy mistakes. Even the eyes end up being like a diamond looking eyes. So whenever you do get to that part, look at the eyes. I'm very excited about that, and I think it'll be beautiful when I translate that onto the canvas. The canvas with also the what she has in between her hands, that represents like the bubbles, the like her power. She has a unicorn, so she's bringing like her inspiration, motivation, and all the boundaries that were there that's no longer there, and she's able to create again and inspire and be herself again, and then be herself doing her style, her art, and different things. So that's what I was thinking when I was drawing. And then I have a halo right in the middle of her head, not the middle, maybe to the right a little bit, between her hands. So that will be the lightest part, and that will have a lot of light focusing where your eyes are drawn right there in the middle of her in the middle of her hands. So I'm excited for this piece, and I ended up taking her tail out because it just didn't mix with the whole element, the whole composition, and that usually happens. But I ended up having the crystals, and I think crystals work even better, and especially with the crystal clip on in her hair. I'm very excited about that. That's cute. Comment below what happy accident that you did and what did you create. I made happy crystals because of this accident. What were your happy accidents? Let me know in the comments below. And then in the meantime, listen to some music and watch the rest of the video as I do my finishing line art. I will be finishing it up with alcohol markers, and then I will use it as a template for my final piece in the next few days. So look forward to that. Like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you for watching. Bye now.
Never reminded, never taking whatever you told me. I know what I could be. Making emotion paintable inside. Tell me, is this what you made me?